God is invisible to the physical eyes and should never be represented by statues, images, or any physical form. The great God, our Father, is pure essence, a presence that transcends matter and is beyond complete human comprehension. Representing him through images or statues reduces the incomprehensible to something that the human mind can understand and manipulate, as was done in the past in Egypt, where several gods and statues were worshipped as if they were unattainable and powerful beings, creating beliefs according to the thoughts and interpretations of the people of that time, causing much suffering to humanity. But there was a Spirit who came to make a change, to prepare humanity to receive Jesus. Akhenaten was a pharaoh who was greatly persecuted and ostracized by the population and the gods of that time. He married the beautiful Nefertiti and founded a new capital, the heavenly city of Akhenaten. However, it was all destroyed, and he was poisoned, leaving this world without fulfilling his purpose. Then came Moses, 1,200 years before Jesus, to free the Israelite people enslaved in Egypt for over 400 years. He guided the population through the desert for 40 years until they reached the land determined by God, Canaan, now the state of Israel. Even today, we still find saints in statues in religious temples. These saints, whom people worship, were incarnated spirits who did God's work, guiding humans to learn and accept God in essence. But we can only worship and love God, the unique being, the All, who knows and sees everything. The true nature of God lies in his omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotence. He is not confined to space or time, he is everywhere, in everything, at the same time. His essence permeates the universe, sustaining all creation and maintaining natural harmony and order. Worshipping images or statues, instead of focusing on the divine essence, can divert genuine devotion and spiritual understanding. God should be sought and comprehended in the heart and mind through introspection, prayer, and meditation. True communion with God is not mediated by material objects but by the spiritual connection that each individual can cultivate within. Furthermore, representing God through images can lead to idolatry, where the object of worship becomes the statue or image itself, rather than the supreme being these figures intend to represent. This can distort the understanding of divinity and create a false sense of spiritual security based on outward rituals instead of a deep, personal relationship with the Creator. The essence of God is love, justice, goodness, and truth. He reveals himself through his laws, creation, and human consciousness. Each of us carries a divine spark, an intrinsic connection with the Creator, which calls us to live according to his principles. When we recognize the true nature of God as essence and not as form, we can begin to live in a way that reflects his presence in our lives. God, being invisible to the physical eyes, invites us to a deeper and more authentic spiritual experience. He is the pure essence, the source of all life and existence, and it is through this understanding that we can truly worship him and align with his divine purpose. Since without justice, a people do not prosper and cannot thus display their identity before society and the world. It is necessary to have order, ethics, character, loyalty, and honesty. For this, only the laws of God, which are perfect and immutable, would be necessary. However, since a significant portion of human beings incarnated on this beautiful planet called Gaia do not respect the laws of the Almighty, who is the owner of the world and all human beings, the planet, and the universe, it becomes necessary to have just laws based on the laws of God. These laws must be just and applied impartially and without privileges by imperfect men full of flaws so that society can have balance and respect for others and themselves. Justice ensures that everyone is treated equally, regardless of their status, power, or wealth. It is the foundation upon which trust in institutions is built, and it allows for the peaceful resolution of conflicts. Without justice, societies fall into chaos and corruption, where the strong exploit the weak, and the social fabric unravels. The principles of order, ethics, character, loyalty, and honesty are essential to creating a fair and just society. Order ensures that there are rules and systems in place that everyone follows. Ethics guide our decisions and actions, ensuring they are aligned with moral principles. Character reflects the inner strength to do what is right, even when it is difficult. Loyalty fosters a sense of unity and support within the community. Honesty builds trust and transparency, allowing relationships to flourish. However, human nature is flawed, and people often fall short of these ideals. This is why it is crucial to have laws that are just, fair, and based on divine principles. These laws should reflect the perfect and immutable laws of God, serving as a standard for human behavior. They must be applied impartially, without favoritism, to ensure that everyone is held accountable to the same standards. Only a supreme force, the Lord of life, can inspire and empower us to create and uphold such laws. This divine influence provides the wisdom and strength needed to overcome our imperfections and strive towards a more just and equitable society. By aligning our human laws with divine principles, we can create a world where justice prevails, and every individual can prosper, with equality, responsibility, and freedom. For without freedom, there is no life, and we cannot show our true identity before society and the world.